Mother encourages her only child to steal, and then the unexpected happened. Want to know what it is? Stay till the end as we uncover it together. This movie begins with a woman named Dara who sells fries on the street. While she was exchanging words with a customer, her daughter Oni, who had been chased and accused of stealing, brought out the purse she had stolen and returned it to the owner. Her mother scolded her seriously for doing that. Meanwhile, there's a lady named Yvonne who was on a call. After ending the call, she opened the door to her friend Sophia. They chatted for a while before focusing on getting a good wedding planner for Yvonne, whose wedding was just a few months away. One day, a young man named Lucas, who was more of a gambler, called his rich friend Mike. Mike already knew why he was calling. Lucas tried to act casual, pretending he was only checking in, before mentioning that he needed some money to move out. After the call, he went back to gambling. That same day, Mike got home and was surprised by his wife, who had arranged a special setup for him and bought him expensive gifts to appreciate him. They enjoyed the moment together. Later that day, Oni, who had stolen money from someone, ran to her mother. Dara chased the stranger away to defend her daughter, collected the money from Oni, and put it into her own purse. She insulted her daughter and refused to give Omo a share of the money. Days later, while Sophia was taking Yvonne's measurements for her wedding dress, she was excited to meet Yvonne's husband and his friend. She wanted to know more about them, but Yvonne spoke negatively about her fiancé, describing how jealous he could be. Meanwhile, Mike, who had invited his friend Lucas home, encouraged him to be one of his groomsmen. Lucas insisted on being the best man, but when he heard what it required, he humbled himself. Mike advised him to take life more seriously and give up gambling. When Yvonne and Sophia joined them, Sophia complimented Mike for taking good care of her friend. After they left, Lucas tried to talk to Sophia, but she immediately rebuked him. Another day by the roadside, Oni spoke rudely to a customer. While pretending to sell to her, Oni secretly took the customer's phone and chased her away. Her mother later saw her admiring the phone, collected it from her, and decided to sell it. Before leaving, she warned Oni again. Meanwhile, Lucas had gambled away all his money, even betting his phone and losing it too. Desperate, he went to Mike's house, pretending that he had been attacked by armed robbers who stole his phone and all his savings. Mike, feeling sorry for him, promised to get him another phone. Weeks later, while Lucas continued gambling, Oni happened to pass by. She saw Lucas's new phone and stole it, but got caught this time. While people were questioning her, someone rushed to call her mother, Dara. When Dara arrived, she tried to defend her daughter again, but Lucas, recognizing her, called her name. Dara ignored him and left immediately. Later that day, Lucas went to Mike and told him everything that happened, though not too directly. He mentioned Dara and how he had asked around about Oni's father. According to what he heard, Oni's father had abandoned them. Mike, realizing what was going on, became lost in thought. Even when his wife was talking to him later that night, he couldn't concentrate. The next day, Lucas and Mike went around searching for Dara and her daughter. When they finally met her, Mike tried to talk to her, but she refused. When he asked if Oni was his child, Dara caused a scene, forcing them to run away. That midnight, Mike couldn't sleep. He quietly went outside to call his friend while his wife was asleep. He told Lucas that he planned to visit Dara again the next day. Next day, Mike went to see Dara at her shop to have a word with her, but she refused to listen to him. Oni then began to speak rudely to her father, blaming him for abandoning her mother to suffer and raise her alone. Mike calmly dropped his card and told them to reach out whenever they were ready. Then he left. Guys, would you ever forgive a man who abandoned you to raise his child all alone? Later that night, Dara called Mike and decided to give him a chance. She told him that his actions toward her and their daughter would determine if she could ever forgive him. Mike was deeply grateful for that opportunity. The next day, Yvonne was on a call with her mother, telling her about the man she had been dating for over a year and their ongoing wedding preparations. Her mother expressed both concern and happiness for her daughter. That same day, Mike rented a beautiful, well-furnished apartment for Dara and her daughter. They were both very excited and emotional. He then decided to take them out. After buying new clothes for Oni, He gave Dara a check to buy whatever she wanted for herself. He spent quality time bonding with them, and when he was about to leave, Oni called him back to watch a movie with them. He ended up falling asleep there. Meanwhile, Yvonne, who was worried, kept trying to reach her fiancé, but he wasn't picking up his calls. The next morning, when Mike finally got home, Yvonne was angry. To calm things down, Mike lied to her, saying he had gone to settle a dispute between her sister and her husband. Yvonne wasn't satisfied. She looked at him suspiciously and said she hoped he wasn't doing what she was thinking. Then she walked away. Days later, Mike went to see Lucas at his gambling spot, asking for advice. He told Lucas that he truly loved Yvonne, but also wanted to bond with his daughter. Lucas advised him to tell Yvonne the truth and move on with Dara, since she already had a child for him. Lucas made his points, but let's see if Mike will actually tell Yvonne and end things with her. Meanwhile, Mike visited Dara, who appreciated him for everything he had done for her and Oni. She told him she had forgiven him and wanted them to live together again as one happy family because her love for him still remained. Mike thanked her for giving him the chance to reconnect with his daughter, but he told her about his fiancé and his upcoming wedding in a few months. He even invited Dara and Oni to attend. Dara, however, became bitter and warned him that the wedding would never hold. She told him to leave. That night, while Mike was fast asleep beside his fiancée, Dara called him because she was bored. Mike told her she was disturbing his peace and that of his fiancée, but Dara kept nagging and ended the call angrily. To Mike's surprise, Yvonne had heard everything. Mike then confessed the truth about the woman he once abandoned and the daughter he had neglected for years. Yvonne was heartbroken. She poured out her pain, accusing Mike of drifting away from her emotionally and spending more time building a life outside their relationship. After expressing her hurt, she left. The next day, Yvonne told Sophia everything. Despite Sophia's advice to walk away, Yvonne insisted on going ahead with the wedding because of all the money already invested. She even planned to invite Dara and her daughter for dinner, but Sophia strongly warned her to run for her life. That night, Yvonne shared her idea with Mike, but he refused, saying he wanted to handle the matter privately. However, Yvonne insisted, reminding him that they were about to be married, so he eventually agreed. On that day, Mike welcomed Dara and Oni and introduced them to Yvonne. But when Yvonne tried to speak to Dara and called her by name, Dara felt disrespected and rudely rebuked her. Yvonne excused herself, trying to stay calm, but Dara kept speaking ill of her behind her back. She also complained bitterly, saying the house Mike gave her wasn't enough for her needs. Eventually, she refused to have dinner with them and stormed out as the moment grew tense. Next day, Dara and her daughter arrived at Mike's house with all their belongings. Her plan was simple, to occupy what she believed rightfully belonged to her. Without saying much, she went straight into the bedroom. Yvonne was already furious that Mike wasn't saying anything about the situation, but he promised to handle it. Dara entered Mike's bedroom and told her daughter to go and find her own room. When Mike came in, he was shocked and tried to understand what Dara was doing. He calmly asked her to pack her things and leave, but she refused. Later that night, Dara came to call Mike to join her in bed. When he tried to correct her behavior, she boldly told Yvonne to leave Mike alone. As Yvonne walked to the bedroom, Dara followed her, and the two women got into a heated argument, dragging over who would sleep on the bed. Mike had to step in, separate them, and walk out in frustration. The next morning, while Dara and her daughter were preparing lunch, Yvonne politely approached them and asked that they inform her before using her things. But Dara and her daughter both laughed mockingly, telling her that everything in the house now belonged to them. Yvonne quietly walked away. Moments later, Yvonne returned with her friend Sophia, who was ready to confront Dara after hearing what had happened. But as soon as they entered the room, Oni boldly faced Sophia in a way that made her too scared to speak. Sophia quickly left the room with Yvonne, while Dara and her daughter laughed loudly as if they had won. Later on, Dara and her daughter pretended to be hurt by Yvonne's friend, twisting the story so that Mike believed they were the victims. Hurt and disappointed, Yvonne asked Mike to choose between her or them. When he didn't respond, she left. Some days later, Mike met Lucas again to seek advice, but Lucas wasn't helping the situation. When he asked Mike for transportation money, Mike got angry and sent him out of his car. That night, when Mike got home, Dara and Oni welcomed him warmly, dragging him to join them for dinner. Yvonne sat silently, unable to say or do anything as the atmosphere grew tense. Later that night, Dara took over the entire bed. When Yvonne threatened to call off the wedding if Mike didn't take action, Dara countered by threatening to take away his child for good. Mike remained silent. Heartbroken, Yvonne went to the living room and began drinking. Mike followed her, gently taking the drink from her. He expressed how much she meant to him and how he still loved her deeply. He said he didn't want to lose her, but he also couldn't abandon his daughter again. As they were sharing a quiet moment together, Oni interrupted them, saying strange and hurtful things to her father. Mike calmly told her that while he would always love and support her as his daughter, his love for Yvonne would not change, and that he could never go back to her mother. Oni walked out angrily. The next morning, Oni woke her mother and told her what she had come to understand, that no matter what, her father would never choose to be with her mother. She encouraged her mother to accept the truth and move on. A few hours later, Dara and her daughter told Mike they were leaving. Dara apologized for her behavior, admitting that her actions were wrong. Yvonne, touched by her words, said she understood that anyone in Dara's position might have done the same. They all agreed to be at peace with one another. Then Dara and Oni left quietly. Mike and Yvonne were overjoyed. At last, they could focus on their wedding plans with clear minds and peaceful hearts. This story teaches that forgiveness and peace are far better than revenge or bitterness. Love cannot be forced, and trying to claim what no longer belongs to you only brings pain. True healing begins when you let go of the past and accept the present. In the end, peace is found not in fighting for love, but in freeing yourself from what hurts you. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more captivating and emotional movies. Until we meet again, bye for now.